Hello, guys. On today's session, we had a very short opportunity to enter the market. I want to show you the recent structure of Nasdaq and the S&P. They are on all-time highs, as you can see. This is all-time highs. We are rejecting right now, doing a pullback, but well, we don't care anymore because I already took my entry from here to here. Okay, and I'm going to show you why I took that trade and not an earlier. Okay, but well, we had this previous all-time high on Tokyo and London session. We didn't have a strong movement. It was a range, but as soon as we opened the market here at 9:30, we entered breaking these previous all-time highs. Okay, so we broke up this level and then we push to the upside. That's where we are now. At first, I was thinking about enter the 5 minute orb. Here, this is the 5 minute orb, the high, the low, and I was waiting for the price obviously to come back to these levels to make a pullback and then the upside. And that's what happened, but I was too slow on that movement and I didn't take it. Okay, as you can see, this is a 1 minute time frame. This was the high of the 5 minute orb. We broke off the level, we came back, but we didn't have the reaction that I wanted to have because I wanted this level to be touched again. Okay, why? Because most of the times when you enter the orb strategy, it doesn't matter if it's the 1 minute, the 5 minute, or 15, 30, or 1 hour. It doesn't matter. When you have an early pullback to the area, most of the time it's a fake out. Okay, and that's from my experience. Well, it depends of the kind of candles that you have or another bias, maybe a VWAP, session VWAP, maybe you have a strong reaction with so much volume. But in this case, I didn't have so much things like that. I didn't have another confluence or other things. So we disrespect this level because we broke up again and then we react to the upside. Okay, so then we broke the recent candle highs, this double top here. We broke it and then we went to the upside, but I didn't took it all because of this non-confluent scenario that I had, because I wanted a strong bullish candle next to this one, but I didn't have it. We have it here. This candle is the entry. We could have entered here with our stop below this point or below this point or also below this point. And the targets, how do we get targets when we are at all-time highs and we don't have any data before? Well, the you have two options, and it's trailing stop your position. You wait for a pullback, then a break of the recent candle that made the low of the pullback. In this case, is this one. You could have put your stop loss here, and then you you're out of the position here, okay? Because your stop loss should have been here. Um, that's a point. Trailing stop your position because you don't have any data to have a reference or where the price is going, okay, or where is this going to stop. Maybe a psychological level like 100, like 23 and 100. This is a psychological level because it's a pair number, okay, but in this case what I was doing is search a one to one, or you can use the Fibonacci levels. In this case, I have these levels as a reference: the 122, I'm sorry, the 127, the 138, the 150, the 161, and the 200. In this case, we didn't have a reaction to these previous levels, Fibonacci levels. So that's why I didn't took it as a reference at first. But well, let's talk about the real position. Okay, the real position was right here, and it was a very short position. Okay, um, why did I took this one? Okay, we broke up the the 5 minute orb, and then we had the 15-minute orb right here. Okay, this level was a 15-minute orb high. So the price broke up the level. We came back. We had another resistance point or liquidity point here. We reject this point again, so that's why I didn't enter at this level here, this candle. Then we broke again this previous level. We came back, and as soon as I respect this 21 EMA, as I told you in the last session, this is a very good level for me to hold. Okay, the 21 EMA, because it shows strength in the trend. So we respect, we didn't broke below the level like here. We broke. In this case, we only have a touch, and we came back up. So that's why I took the entry here. I respected the level. I could have entered this candle, but I wanted more confirmation, and the confirmation was the break of this resistance level. Okay, because we had this high, a rejection, and then a breakout. That's my entry. So we entered here. I put my stop loss almost at this level, I think. And I was, in this case, I used the Fibonacci levels because I was using the impulsive movement, I think, this one, the long one. I think it was like this. No, it wasn't like this. From the previous pullback, yeah, it was something like this. It should have been more like this. Yeah, this was the entry that I was looking for. Okay, but I used the Fibonacci in a wrong way. I used it in this part, and it should have been in this part. Okay, but well, I used it like this. It was wrong at the end of the day. But well, I retraced to this part. Well, we retraced to this part. We broke up the level, this level. We came back, and then we broke up again. So this is a continuation scenario. Okay, so I enter here. My first target was this point. That's why I closed half of the position here, and you're going to see it in the recap here. I sold half of my contracts, and then I was targeting this next Fibonacci level, but we didn't hold. I trailed stop my stop loss here, and I exit here my position. Okay, so let's see it in the recap. Okay, so this is the recap of the session. This is the video. So let's see. Okay, I forgot to record from the beginning, so that's why we are already in the position. But it's the thing that I already told you. Okay, we broke the level, and I entered this candle that broke above the level. Okay, but yeah, it's the thing that I already explained. Okay, this is the Fibonacci level, and I was waiting to target it. Okay, I entered with 5 contracts, so I sold 3 here on a one to one, So yeah, let's see. Let's see how this was. How was the reaction? As you can see, we lose a little bit of momentum here, but then we came back again. Okay, as I told you, the reference that I use in the candles is the breaking above or below the previous high or low candle. Okay, that's my number one reference for my positions. Okay, so let's wait. We were almost there. I trail stop my position, all because of this rejection right here, and then 1 second, and we broke above the previous high. So that's why I trail stop my position. We took half of the contract here. We were almost there, and then boom. Okay, I closed half of my position. I update the my stop loss, and now I wanted to target the second Fibonacci level, but as we already saw, I was using the wrong levels. Okay, in a wrong way. So that's why I didn't took the sorry I didn't take the that that take profit wasn't there. So yeah, we were almost there, almost. But well, let me show you that this target was never hit. So that was my mistake because I didn't use the Fibonacci levels as good as I wanted it to be. So let's see. We already had a rejection here. It was the 23,100 um, price psychological level. So let's see what happened next. We had more rejection, and then boom, we had this. Okay, this was the pullback, and then a candle that broke above the previous high, bearish candle. Okay, so this was an engulfing candle here. That's why I trail stop my position to those levels. I was hoping that the price went higher, but well, that didn't happen. So let's see, and we got stopped out of the position here with almost a one-to-one winning trade. Okay, so it wasn't a bad session at all, but yeah, we got stopped out, and I closed all the positions here. Okay, so that's it. That was the session for today's video. I hope you liked it. And if you want to know what strategy, what confirmations, and see us live trading, be part of the community, join the Discord, follow all our social media, and be part of this community. We are trying to be um, realistic with the trading, with the prop firms, because most of the time all the people tell you that you're going to be rich in less than 1 week, 1 month, and that's not true because you need to have a strategy that works for you, a time frame that works for you, and most of the time we got stopped by psychology or lies that other people say about trading. So that's why we're trying to build a community where we support each other, where we share realistic results, and we have a profitable strategy. Okay, so that was it for today. like, comment, and see you in the next session.